the Chairside, how the patient's treatment card work done, how the prescriptions are given, how the photos are captured in the software. Well, the Chairside screen is designed in such a way that if you are a single user, you don't have to close the screen to access the other screens. All the screens related to the patient will be displayed in this menu. All the appointments are displayed on your left hand side of the screen. Clicking on the patient's name is displayed on the top. Informations of the patients can be viewed. You can also have the list of your patients from where you can see the treatment card also, and you can add a new patient also into this. We have the charting where you can mark the findings of the patient. Well, general has all the dentistry findings. Like, I select the tooth, click on the caries, I select the surface of the caries, whether it has any defects like a pulp exposure, that's P. PA stands for the periapical anus swelling. The image is drawn. You can also have a print of the charting. Well, if you want to delete a finding, click on this bin box, select the finding and say delete. You can also mark an existing tooth. I go for a bridge. For a bridge, you have to select the whole unit of the bridge. Select the pontic, that's the P, and R stands for the retainers. So you can mark a 3-unit bridge also here. A missing tooth can be shown. Again, if it is a region wise, you can have the region wise or tooth wise also. Once the findings are entered in the charting, you can advise the treatment options from the treatment options screens, where you just have to select the tooth. Along with a crown. Now you will have to click on the third level itself. Just click on the plus signs itself to go to the third level. The third level have the treatment option surfaces, and whatever the charges are there will be automatically coming from the setup itself. get a whole treatment plan which can be taken as a printout and given it to the patient. Now whatever he approves it, you can change the doctors also at this end and say approve. It comes with a P indication. That means it is still pending. You start on with your works. You just have to add the steps for the RCs. That's all pre-faded. Whatever steps you perform on the patient on that date of treatment, just select that, as well as select the treatment for the next appointment and say OK. In case if you want to add something, more steps, you can add it here itself and then select it and again say OK. Diagnostic procedures can be added, like the checkups, x-rays can be added from here itself. If it is an x-ray, select the tooth number and click on. So the numbers also will be counted out. Now this is the whole treatment card till date. Whatever treatment has been done, the card is maintained on what date the treatment started, the tooth number, the treatment procedure, the steps of the treatment, the status, whether it's complete. C stands for complete, I stands for incomplete, the doctor who has done, the visit, and then the date of completion. So you have two dates, the starting date of the treatment and the completion date of in one screen itself. Prescriptions can be given by selecting the category of drug and the brands in which they are available. To add a brand, you just have to click on this plus sign, add the brand, and it is in this list. Select the type, whether it's a capsule or a, select the strength, the dosages. You just have to type it down, and for how many days, instructions. In case you want to add anything on these, the type or the strength or the instructions, you will just click on this plus sign and add it out. It will then be in this list forever, and you just have to add it out. You can take out a printout of the same and give it to the patient. Capturing your patient's photographs and radiographs either through the hard disk of the computer or your intraoral camera, that's the webcam itself. We have the numbering system and the name voice. Like I want to capture a radiograph which is already there in my hard drive. I select the time point, whether it's the pre or the post, and say browse image to upload. Click on choose file, select the file and click on save. The radiograph will be displayed in the radiograph section and the photographs will be in the photographs. We have the zoom facility also to go to any corner of these, X-ray or the OPG. You can email the OPG to the patient itself directly with a click of a button. Any intraoral camera will be directly accessible with the software itself. Then we have the next appointment, where you give the appointment. Either you can pass on the message by selecting after how many days and the operatory and the duration of the treatment. Either you yourself can give the appointment by selecting the start time and the end time. Either you yourself can save the appointment or send it to the reception. You can select the treatment options and the steps also for which the patient is coming. Once the treatment is done, the patient comes for the next appointment at the front office and he pays the whatever the charges are there for the treatment or for the services which he has been rendered, the payments. Now we come to the accounts part. Now let's go to the appointment side itself, where we have in the patient flow the accounts button. I select the patient and say account. I can create the bill for which the treatment has been done. And also create the receipts for the payments. With the mode of payment, the cash, check, credit card or the bank transfer. And you just have to save it out. This is how you can maintain the patient's accounts. You can print the bills as well as the receipts too. Or you can directly email it to the patient itself. This is how the process or the flow of work with Densoft is carried out. Then you have all the analysis from the reports, where you can see the appointments for the day, how much new patients have been added on, how much collections have been done, the accounts, Chairside entries, what has been done, analysis of your practice, treatment analysis of your practice, how much root canals you have done, how much bridge you have covered out. These things are shown in this list. These all reports are auto-generated and it can be transferred in an Excel format also. Just click on the Excel button, it will automatically get transferred in an Excel format. That's it. We have. In case of any queries, please mail us at info@Densoftinfotech.Pvt or call on 2364 2557 022 is our code. So thanks. I hope this will solve out your queries. Please feel free to call us in case of any doubts.